Good morning, everyone. Jeez, you think somebody was short? Man alive. I was just going to open and say, you know what? We should be buying a little here. I was just going to say, I said, we got a half hour before the open. These rat bastards. Right? I was just going to say, look, we have a half hour before the open. We should be, if it can stay over 26.27, we should buy a little position under VWAP and blow it off as the inventory correction happens. And yeah. Hey, Blues Trader Girl, how are you? Oh, well. There's always the next trade. Snooze, you lose. I should have been typing that out. Okay. So we're going to distribute now. Welcome, everyone. This is the tradingsyndicate.org. I'm JJ, vwaptrader1 on X. And this is where we make regular people real money. That's the theme of the room. We can get fancy if you want, right? I mean, if you've got $200 million to trade with, we can help you with that, right? Although I'm sure you know what you're doing if you're already trading with 200, 300 million. But this is really a room for people who want to make a living, improve their wages, improve their living, plan for retirement, just practical stuff. Yeah, you know what, Raj? I don't even track value area high and low anymore. I'm so focused on trading that 1 minute chart. I don't even look. I know. But all I do is I look at like short-term candles, cost basis, let's go sell it, right? I mean, I used to mark out value area low, value area high, all of that stuff, but for the purposes of scalping, hey, Tequila 142 or 1942, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Blues Girl. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Now what do we do? Okay, so inventory is still short. Inventory is still short. It's choppy. Is his nibs? Is he still talking? What's this guy's new name? Who's the new Fed guy? I don't even know his name. Warsh. Warsh? Okay. I did. I said his nibs. Walsh. Like Joe Walsh, the singer? Okay. All right, so it's going to be choppy. It's going to be choppy. We're in distribution. We've got sellers at 39 and 38. And the position right now is between 26 and 30. So if you had any sense at all, you'd be selling, right? Right? You would have to be, unless you got holes in your head. If you were position long 26 to 30, everyone else is selling, so you better sell too. Oh, is there a certain Appalachian accent? I did not know that. And right now we have sellers at 38. Oh. Are you guys going to think I cursed us if I say it's going to be choppy on the open? Would you be upset if I said that? Asking for a friend. I think it's going to be a little choppy. It's the first, after all, right? Oh, happy summer, by the way. And the fourth is coming. So this Friday there will be no stream. No, 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 no. Dalton told us 6 years ago not to look at initial balance. I never asked him why. I know there's a written reason why we're not supposed to look at it. He said don't look at it anymore, and I never looked at it in the beginning. Too many things to look at. Jonathan, check this out. If I could tell you you could make some money and keep your life simple and retain most of your hair instead of having your hair fall out in its sink because of your trading, is this something that would be interesting to you? Would you be interested in this? Well, let me show you this handy dandy way of looking at this stuff, right? Find out where the position is. Are we in distribution or are we in discount? Right? If we're in discount and inventory short, you're looking for this. We're in distribution, inventory still short. So I don't know. I see sellers at 40 and all the way up. So if we catch a bid, and the other thing is, if enough people short in cost basis, we'll get this move. So now we're 4 minutes before the open. I want to see how aggressive these sellers are. There's been a 34 bid, right? There's been a 34 bid. Do you see how we're cracking that bid now? So those buyers, they saw sellers, they dropped their buy orders. VWAP is right here. That's why I said if you were long here, you'd be crazy not to be a seller up here. Because now you're selling it at 33 instead of 36. We knew that there was going to be sellers up here, right? Wait for a better discount. There you go, TBD. Now you're cooking with gas, right? We're traders. Who wants to pay retail? I don't, right? When I used to work in this boiler room at night, and the guy who ran the boiler room was this little East Indian guy, and he wore cowboy boots with these black suits, and he kind of looked like an East Indian Boris from Boris and Natasha. His secretary was like a 6'2" blonde lady, and he drove around in a black Rolls Royce. And his head, the guy who ran his boiler room, Uncle Barry, he gave me my first job working in a boiler room. You know, I was a phone chimp. And his head guy would always say, listen, we only deal with wholesale market makers. And he kept repeating it like 100 times. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about, right? What it meant was all we do is sell stock. They show us buy orders, we sell it. We try and get retail people to buy it. They put their orders, and then the market makers show us their orders so we can fill them. That's all it is. Here, the wholesalers have their product between 26 and 30. So, of course, they're going to be selling it at 36, 37, 38. Then price competition occurs and they have to sell it lower. So, we are going to open inside yesterday's range. We're going to open inside yesterday's value. We're going to open right at VWAP. So, the curse of the chop is going to be there, is real. Okay. It's going to be choppy. Wait for your edge. It's the first day of the month. There's no reason to go just jumping into a pool without knowing whether it's got any water in it, okay? That's how accidents happen. You know, just take it easy. They seem to be front running VWAP right here. Let's see if that holds through the open. It's going to open. It's going to chop around. Let it, you know. Oh, sure. That's a good question. You've heard of the terms break of structure and change of character. Wondering if you could give a few minutes to explain those from my perspective. Hey, Milo. My perspective, Mike, on change of character or break of structure, that simply means change in business, right? So if a market opens outside its previous day's range, high or low, prices are either at a discount or at a premium, right? From previous day's prices, right? If you have a structure like a balance and you break out of it and you keep going, then that means that order flow is coming in. It's buy side order flow, right? So it just means a change in business. It's a really good question. I wonder how many Canadians actually trade the ES. I know there are no brokerage firms in Canada that allow futures trading, right? There was that RJ O'Brien or something, but it was like 20 grand to trade one mini. Their capital requirements were insane. Okay, we're open. Time to make the donuts. Let's see if we got 26 bids. Ooh, we got a seller. As the boys at Meyerson would say, we got a natural seller. All right. I'm looking for a look below and fail of 13 and a quarter. Unless it miraculously finds a bid here. Chill out. Let them sell it. Inventory is still kind of short. Big seller off the open. Oop. Aggressive at 26. Now let's see. I don't need to buy it until the next candle. Right? If I'm looking to take a long over 26, if I miss the trade, I miss it. I don't care. Right? I do not care. See? If you chase price, then they just turn it. It hammers. Wait till it clears 27 before you buy it. Or I'd wait till 13 and a quarter. Right? Just leave it alone right here. Let the large traders figure this out. Watch the bottom of this candle. See? There's still some sell orders in the system, right? Milo, are you from Canada? Are you Canadian? There's only 4 Canadians in the room. Yeah. I know it's really hard to trade. You know, it's funny because when TD used to own Thinkorswim, you couldn't trade futures in Canada because TD wasn't licensed for it. Yet they own Thinkorswim in the US, well, in the old days. I'm still not in a position. I'm waiting for some clarity here, right? Let's see if this candle can close above 26 and a quarter. These are big candles, okay? They are big candles, and if you're not catching them, don't worry, right? Let the large traders do their business. Get out of the way of the semi trucks, right? Just watch it. Nice thing about it was a decent Globex. We made some money in Globex, which was good. So it kind of takes the pressure off RTH. That's the advantage of living, ahead of New York time, is you can take advantage of the Globex. I'm still waiting for a look below and fail of 13 and a quarter. No rush. Let's do a look below and fail of the overnight low. How's that? Oh, I have hang on. I have a level 75.10. Oops. Rats. Oh, you're in Alberta? I'm looking at 75.10 and a half. It worked really nicely. It was like a look below and fail of 11.5. Come on. No, don't do that. Oh, wait, come on. Sell it down. Come on. There we go. A little bit more. Little bit more. Come on. Waiting for the next candle. If I buy 13, it'll go down. Yeah. If I buy 13, it'll go down. There it is, right? Right on schedule. There's exactly what we want. We're going to come into that 10 inventory, right? Look below and fail of 10 and a half. Let's see if it can recover the 11s. Don't go long until it takes out 11, right? Just let the large traders work this level out. There we go. A little bit more of a push down. Back up over 10 and a half. Wait till it clears 11 with some sort of. We need to print the 1314s. That'd be nice. See, there's a seller here. There's our seller right there. Just give it some time. Yeah, it's a chill week, Trades might take a little longer. Love to see a 7,500 print here. That would be pretty cool. Had some good short covering under the overnight low. Let's see if we can take that level. There should be a seller at 11 and a half. Once we clear it out under 11 and a half, it'll pop to 16. But until then, just chill out. Let the large traders find the bottom. Exactly. 2 times discount price. Also the overnight low, right? Yeah, Oh, we left a couple of contracts under the couch. Better go get them. There they are. There's 2 under the bed. They left a few over here in the ashtray. This is housekeeping. right? This is housekeeping under that overnight low. The buying is coming from the short sellers who hang out at the overnight low like a dog hangs out at the counter waiting for meat to fall off. And then they all jump and buy. The sellers, once they see, there we go. There you go. Make sure you sell into this, eh, folks? Make sure you sell into this. Okay, wait for the next candle, right? It could flush back down again and test that overnight low. But I told you it was going to go to 16, didn't I? I said it's going to pop and hit 16. And where did it go? 16. I'm not particularly intelligent. These same things happen over and over again, especially in markets that have limited supply. This is not rocket science. All this is paying attention, right? And understanding a little bit about business. Listen, if you've ever sold fruit on the street, this is the same business. Just pretend we're selling oranges, right? This is a sales chart. Oh, do we have to put price down? Do we have to raise price? Are they coming in? Oh, let's raise price, right? Oh, they're walking out. Let's chase after them. Sell them the damn oranges, right? It's going to take some time. There's quite a bit of inventory above us. There's yesterday and the overnight, right? It's going back and forth over that overnight low. You know, think of, you're painting an old piece of wood. You have to go over it a few times with the paintbrush. There you go, right? Right. So if you bought the 11s, sell a few. Don't be greedy, right? Sell into this strength because everybody else is going to be selling there at the same time. See, if you bought 11, why wouldn't you have sold 14, 13 and a half, right? Get in there and sell them. Now let's see if we can stay over 15. We'll be looking at the 19s, right? There you go. There you go. 15, 16. There'll be a seller at 16, 17 there, right? That's okay. That's okay. Here's that rotation. There we go. There we go. Once you clear 17, you'll be all right. Right? Long 13, sell 16. Once you're clearing 17 and your bid 17, 18, it'll pop up to the 20s. Right? There you go. There you go. Nicely done. Nicely done, right? Got a few left. And you just flatten into this, hit the offer, hit the bids, let them take you. If they don't take you, just sell it out. Nice. I told you. Well, we got close to 20, right? Next candle opens, it hopefully holds 15. There's the test. Yeah, not yet. It's not ready yet. Oh, there's the bid. There's the bid. Right? How many people are short under 13 and a quarter? We'll find out soon. We'll take out that 18, 19 candle if they're really short. Watch. Hello. Boom. There's 19 and 3/4. See? All you got to do is you got to let the wholesalers, you let the shorts and the wholesalers find the bid. Then you come in and participate. Pretend they're snow plows and they plow the way for you so you can take the trade, right? Much better. Next seller will be up here, just around 21. Right? They'll sell a little here, right? I mean, you're long 10. If you're long 9 and 10, you'd be an idiot not to sell it here at 14, right? Always be on that offer, right? Because you're always turning inventory into cash. You can always buy it back. Wait for this candle to close. If it catches a 17 bid and the offer lifts to 18, 19, look for those 20s to get tickled. Exactly. The top of the candle is where everybody goes Milo. That's where they all go, F it. You're in my way. I'm hitting you. Because if you're at the top of the candle and I'm there and TBD's there and Moran and Raj and 20 other people are there, someone's going to lower price. Otherwise, I'm going to let you take my customer? No, I'm not letting you take my customer. Right? That wasn't a bad trade. That's the look below and fail, folks. I mean, if you miss the short, that's not a problem. You know, there's always decent money in the counter inventory correction trade. You know, sometimes you just get some big sell orders when the sell orders are done. The market will rotate higher as buyers are looking to pay more. The sale's over, right? Can I get some at 11? No, man, I sold it all. You got to pay 17 for it now. Right? It's just a market. That's all it is. And the chart is just telling us how business is going. That's all. That's all. So we learn how to trade according to the business. It's a much simpler way of trading. It tells you when you're wrong quickly, so you keep your business expenses lower, right? A smart business operator has to keep their expenses lower. You know, I never really rarely comment on the I blew up my account, but some kid, you know, or some guy who was like, oh, I blew up my account. I blew up 20 accounts in a row. I was like, man, that's not business operations. That's like being drunk and high in Vegas. That's not trading. You got to think about your expenses, right? So if you can find a way to trade where you're not getting stopped out all the time because you're doing business at a smart place to do business, right? You got to think about that. There's smart business, and that's the right place, the right time, right? Place and time. So you're not always going to be on the ball, okay? You're not always going to be like, oh, great, you know, I'm 100% on. Sometimes you're going to be off. So what we're going to be doing is learning how to course correct. Now, unfortunately, I have a meeting at 11 o'clock today. What I'll do is I'll announce in the room a little later on. I'm going to try and do a webinar today. So I will announce it. And I'll try and say, I'll go, okay, in an hour we're going to do a webinar. It'll be recorded, and I'll try and do another one tomorrow too, before the weekend. So that course correcting late lab, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So you're going to have sellers at VWAP, which is 75.25. It'll be a little choppy here. Yeah, I've got to, unfortunately, some stuff came up and I have to get it done before the long weekend. So I'll be around. Sorry for the bad timing on that, but I'll be around. Is it still valid under 13 and a quarter? It all depends on the order flow when we get there, Jay. Definitely a possibility. How wishy-washy is that? I should have been a lawyer. No, seriously, every time you get down to that level, you have no idea what's lurking there. Sometimes we'll front run it, right? See, on these little retraces here, they couldn't get back down even to this area here, right? So see, this time it was different than this time, than this time, than this time. But it's definitely tradable. When you're learning how to do this, will you screw this up? Hell yes. Then eventually you'll sort of get into you'll see the subtleties will start be like, oh look, but if it's a fast candle, you might have to grab the offer at 14.15 and be offered at 18 right away. And that is the hard thing. That is repetition, repetition, repetition. That is a physical skill. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't trade fast. All you have to do is practice trading fast. And how you do that is you practice on the sim so you know exactly where you're putting your mouse every single time. Right? Oh yeah, my cost basis this morning was, where the heck was it? If you look, Milo, in the whatchamacallit, if you look in the room where I post the levels, that's usually the time that I find the cost basis. So this one is here. Because I was up, I think I was up at like 5:30. So how's the coin of bitterness doing? Up $700. It's a TPO chart, Juan. Time price opportunity. If you don't have a TPO chart, you can get away. If I didn't have TPO, I would just use a half-hour candle chart, and I like say I wanted to trade this area here, right? You go into the neighborhood. So this is like a map of the city, and then if you want to go and trade that neighborhood, there you go. Right? You can zoom in on that area. That's all this is. So say you're looking for, now let's see if we can stick that 26, right? So if you're a buyer, if you're buying, I'm a little early if I'm buying here. Wait for the next candle. Let's see if it holds VWAP in 26. And if it does, You can buy a little and flip it out at 29 if it holds the 26s, right? So no rush, right? Might take a little while. There we go. What you're doing is you're seeing whether it'll hold that space between the bottom of the candle and VWAP. Make sure if you are long, to have your offers out because the pop might not last for long, right? So you're long 26, you're selling 29, 29 and a quarter, 29 and a half, right? You got a few left. You're hitting the 29 halves. Long 26. My last one's long at 27. And goodbye. Thank you. Good night. That's it. There you go. It's the same trade. It's always the same trade. The order flow is going to be different, right? Remember, how many people got short under 73.13, added at 75.19? I mean, how many people got short under 75.13, added at 20, and then realized once it popped VWAP, oh crap. That's when you buy and you sell into the cover. Nice work, Dougie. Beautiful. Short-term inventory is. Short-term, Milo. Short-term. Now, what should be going in through your head right now, Milo, is where are the sellers? Right? Where are the sellers? Oh, so far they're at 32. Now we're going to backfill and let's see if we can hold VWAP. If we pop and hold the 33s, you're looking for sellers here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think it'll be a little rotational. Oh, thanks, Leslie. We're lucky we have you around for those stats. It's very methodical. Thank you. Quarterly open is 75.08. Ah, okay. I still I always respect traders who keep stats and are very organized and methodical. All right. We'll do a little sideways action here, right? Do a little sideways. Do a little distribution, right? We're long product here. Let's sell it here. It's not a bad plan, right? Little distribution, as my buddy Addy would say. Oh. And it feels like Friday already. How do you anticipate sideways action? Think about it this way, Italian trader. You load the truck up with vegetables, right? Yeah, distribution of yeah. So let's be totally stereotypical and use like the Godfather example. You load the trucks with the olive oil, right? Drive them to the market. That's what this is, right? Loading dock. market, highway, right? Now, you know, if they start going, can you give it to me any cheaper? And the other guy goes, okay, I'll sell it a little cheaper. Then you got a lower price, right? Accumulation, distribution. It's always the same thing over and over and over again, right? Remember I said time to make the donuts? We made the donuts. Now we're selling the donuts. It's a very simple business. They have taken this business and they have bastardized it so much that people can't find their butt with two hands if their life depended on it. Oh, Keith, that's great. Happy to help. I just want you guys to print, you know. Every day print a little. Some days print a lot, you know. It's going to kind of calm down, Milo. We're before the largest holiday, the biggest holiday, right? So I'm sure there's going to be some sellers on the way up. Things are going to slow down, right? Month end is over now, right? So all the big traders are gone. They went to the Hamptons. Like George Costanza, everyone has gone to the Hamptons, right? To ride their polo ponies or whatever it is you do in the Hamptons. I myself have never been invited. I am considered a savage in Wall Street circles. So I never get invited to the good, eyes wide shut kind of parties, right? That's Morgan Stanley, Goldman, that kind of thing, right? Here we go. Taking out those 35s. Next stop around 38.39. So it'll kind of calm down now into a slow crawl. Is tomorrow a half day? You can always count it. It goes, spoken like a true PhD. Hey, Dougie, that's good. Good. The seller's at the top of the candle. I hope it's eye-opening. I really do, because it's one of the most simple things in trading. I'm live every day, one. Right? I'm here every day. I'm here every day at 2:30 in the morning New York time, which is 7:30 in the morning London time, and then I'm here again at around 9:15 a.m. New York time, just before the open. So I'm live twice a day. And our trading room that I'm in is called Trading Syndicate. And that's what we do. We try and help regular people make a living. I've been a trader 34 years and I took 200 deals public. And that's it. Yeah. Nice to have you with us. I will see you guys in the morning. I'm going to run and do these calls. I will let you guys know. Oh, no, it's only 3 o'clock. I'm trying to jump off early. No, sorry. Man, I think I really have summertime brain, you know? I'm on for a little bit longer. Oh, and happy Canada Day. Yes. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Yeah, I'm still here. I just tried to escape early, and then I realized it's only 3. A little bit more distribution, right? Where can I learn the strategy? At tradingsyndicate.org. It's actually a very simple strategy, Marcos. But if you come into our trading room, even if you just try it out for a month, right? I promise you in a month you'll learn more with me than 10 years anywhere else. If you come into the room, anyone who joins, message me in this Discord server dealio that we have. Just message with me and go, hey, JJ, this is so-and-so from YouTube. And we'll have a chat. Tell me what you need. And we'll try and figure out a way for you, or not try, we will figure a way for you to get profitable. Thanks, Mike. Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Hang on. Where the hell is it? It's actually not a document, it's a screenshot. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, I know where it is. Milo, could you message me so I don't forget? It's on another computer or it's on a hard drive. I'll go dig it up. Just send me a message so I don't forget, because I'm old now. I can play the I forget card. But seriously, remind me. How much do we charge? I think we charge, what do we charge now? $50 a month. We keep the cost low. We want people to be able to learn over time. But what my big thing in this business is that I want to try and reduce the time it takes for you to learn by making it simple. I'm not a big believer in double talk and you need this indicator and you need this software. When I was a young man, I'd watch people trade using a 15-minute delayed ticker. They didn't even have charts, right? They didn't even have charts until Windows 95. So we're looking for 45 and 3/4, 44, 45 and 3/4, that kind of area. That's 2 times cost basis. Remember last week? Do you guys remember last week when I said sometimes when inventory, right, it was long, but it took like 45 minutes to correct lower? This is the exact opposite. Check it out, because inventory was short, and it took a good almost 40 minutes for it to correct up. So this is the exact opposite of what happened, what we were talking about last week. right? It took a while, but eventually the inventory is starting to correct higher. And that's that look below and fail of that 75.11 area. That has been a good level for us, you know? It has been a really nice level. Now, what I'm afraid of is that a whole bunch of people are short under 75.30 and they're adding to it here. And if they do add to it here, be careful because here are your upper stops, right? Your upper stops are here, just around 75.51. Look, it's gunning for him. Yake. I know if I was a short seller right now, I'd be as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I don't want to be short this market. Because look at all of you. You can see the inventories all underneath us. Look at that's mostly long inventory. The people who are short there, that's what's causing this big green, holy crap, I got to cover candle. Right? Not for me. Cost basis. Cost basis. Sale, boing, sale, boing. That's why when markets sell off, they bounce really high, especially in a market that has very little supply. If you dissect this move on this half-hour candle, you will look and see, look how light the volume is. 35,000 contracts. 181 here, and it's mostly down here, right? And then 35,000 contracts to boing move from like 36 to 46 in 10 minutes. That's what happens when you have the inventory underneath you. See, in our room, we'll teach you why things happen so you can plan for it. So had you been long, say, the 34, 35s, you would expect to be selling here because everybody else is, right? Thanks, Blues Trader. I really like seeing people make money. I mean, I like making money, but I get a bit of a rush when someone I taught like shows me they made like 5 or 10 grand that day. That's like really cool. I love that. And then keep it. All right, we're gunning for that stop here at 49, my friends. There's like no volume in this. It's just straight up, right? Let me just separate it out. See, 40,000 contracts. Nothing, right? This is beautiful. This is the reason why you can move a stock up after a liquidation when you buy it all back. This is the reason when you have all your inventory here and here, boom, look at this. You're moving from 36 to 50 in 15 minutes and on maybe 20,000 contracts. If they rip that overnight high, it's going to take the stops. Your next stop will be here. The high of N period. Then your upper stops will be M. There you go. Running the overnight high. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, TPO is really good. I mean, I like TPO. TPO is very hard to trade off of by itself. I'll be 100%, especially in a market that has big ranges, right? It's a lot easier to execute using a 1 minute candle, especially if you're me, if you're like in and out really quick, right? Hey, CZ Arm, welcome and DM me. I'm vwaptrader1 in the room. Send me a message and we'll have a chat. Why does it say I'm invisible? Hang on. No, I'm online. Now, do we stay above the overnight high? Just make sure when you do DM me that you DM the right VWAP trader because sometimes these servers have, yeah, mine'll say member since May 2017. Okay, pushing up to the 53s. Can we do it? Sorry, let me make this a little bigger. There we go. That's better on the eyes. Have you considered coloring the Globex session on your? I just see the same TPO, same looking TPO. Um, Coloring it. I'm a little confused, Milo. Sorry, I don't think I'm quite understanding the question. Right, so this is yesterday, this is Globex, and this is the open this morning. KD, it is. Just DM me. My administrator guy, partner Steve, is away. He takes like one vacation every 3 years, and he's just gone for like, I think it's 2 weeks. So just DM me, and we'll figure out a way to get it sorted out for you. Oh, you can't differentiate the sessions on first look? That's just a time thing, man. That's all it is. Right? So if you look at if you looked at here, right? It's only one Globex. Yeah, exactly, Moran, right? So every session, these are RTH. This is the overnight, and this is the current one. All it is, Milo, is it's just your eyes getting used to TPO. That's all it is. These TPO charts are a little funky. They're a little weird. This is the only place I've ever seen it. When I first started looking at them 12 years ago, it would give me like a headache. Like, you know, when you eat ice cream too quick and you get that ice cream brain, I would get that kind of a head. My head would hurt when I was looking at these TPO charts. It just takes a while for your eyes to get used to them. That's all it is. It's not like a special talent or anything. It's just that we never, like, have you ever seen these charts in school? I never saw this start. only RTH and the last prior ETH session. You can put all the you can put all the night sessions on, but as you can see, it clogs up the chart something fierce. Look, see? That's with all of the Globex sessions. And you just go exclude evening sessions, and it'll just take you to the very last session. Oh yeah, thanks Tequila for posting that. There are some scammers, right? Yeah, just DM me, Milo. Steve will look after it for sure. Um, I just, the guy is like really always stressed out, so I want kind of let him have a bit of a vacation in peace, Trying to keep his blood pressure down. But definitely, just DM me and remind me, all right? Yeah, so the TPO charts, they will kind of, because you don't see them in anywhere else in life other than in futures trading. I've never seen these things. So, oh, there's the point of control moving up. Lots of short covering there. So it takes a little while for your eyes to adjust to them. Just be patient with yourself, right? And remember, there's really only a few things that these charts that you can use in a practical way. They'll give you a lot of information, but sometimes information overload. So you got to really pick and choose, and that's what we really push for in the room and in my private coaching. As I really focus on, okay, you need to focus on this, this, and this from the TPO. Now let's incorporate it into a trading practical business plan, right? That you don't have to, carry around an encyclopedia with you, to go through your business plan. And for you kids who don't know what an encyclopedia was, before the internet, there was a set of books that they'd sell your parents for around $3,000 that supposedly had all the information in the world. Super random. All right, can we stay above the overnight high? No, not yet. And once again, this is distribution, right? Good stuff, Milo. I'm glad you're learning lots. It's good. Oh, look at Bitcoin's crawling above 60,000. Jeez. I'm long a little bit. I think my cost basis is around 76.48. But I've got a lot of friends buried in it, so I'm watching it. Here we go. Found some more buying. There's that N high from last night. It's amazing how there will be sell orders sitting at the top. Like if this was a half hour candle, they'd simply be selling into that candle, right? It's a beautiful thing. If you know where the sellers are, right there. See how it came there to the tick? Look at the top of that candle, right? Oh, I was off by a tick. It took it and then came back down. Excuse me, right? But you knew that there was going to be a seller there, right? It works on 1 minute, it works on half hour. So say had you gone long at 50 and you know that there's going to be a seller right here at 53 quarter, sell at 53, sell at 52 and 3/4, right? And sell before they take away your client. They take away your buyer. Because there's no use in doing trades and being, my stop is break even. Well, why are you even trading? If your stop is at break even, you don't know why you're doing business and where. You're just kind of like hoping the trades work out. You don't have a valid business reason for the trade, right? So now if we clear these 53s and clear 55, the next seller will be up here at 64. And that's how you can use your half hour candle chart. And you can clearly see the positions underneath us. And now we're going to go and maybe go like this somewhere sideways, right? And distribute. Make the donuts, sell the donuts. It's a simple business. Any questions? If you guys need help, reach out. I'm around. I will see the rest of you tomorrow morning. Oh, no, not tomorrow morning. I'm going to do my calls, and then I will announce in the room that we're going to have a webinar. I apologize for delaying it, but I have to take these calls. So I'll announce it. I'll give you guys half an hour, 45 minutes. It will be recorded. And to make up for it, I'll do another one tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you guys. Trade safe out there, okay? And we will see you in a little bit. Bye for now.